There's something about Serian that stops people in their tracks. Maybe it's the musky scent of durian, sweet to some, offensive to others. Or the pull of nature, where weary minds find rest and never leave. Or maybe it's the wide-eyed buffalo statue that charms passers-by and sets the internet buzzing. Just an hour from Kuching, Serian is one of Sarawak's largest districts, home to a large Bidayuh population, countless kampongs, and a growing wave of new faces. Previously, we ventured into waterfalls, feasted on mouth-watering lemongrass chicken cooked in a bamboo stalk, and immersed ourselves in the traditional Bidayuh lifestyle at Kampong Mongkos. In today's episode of Serian Food Trails and Stay, we move away from the manok panso and the saams to Serian's best and most pungent exports, durian. For the restless and the curious, there's Besua Hideaway, a retreat that offers travelers a fleeting taste of Serian. It's the kind of place where stories are traded over smoked tilo, and the line between tourist and local starts to blur over the shared love for durian. Just 10 minutes before reaching Serian Town, our destination today is located off the Jalan Kuching Serian Expressway, nestled within Kampung Kajuh Barie Kuhas and surrounded by lush green rainforest. We have arrived at our destination.
Hi, I'm Peter Dirun. I'm a Eurasian living in Sarawak for many years. I'm living here with my wife and my daughter as well as my in-laws. And for many years, I actually reared goats and sheep.
I said to my husband, I think we had enough goats for 20 years already. So let's try something nice, interesting and new.
And when people come to this place, their initial reaction is always, wow, so nice. If make homestay here nice. Wow, make camping here nice. So we thought if so many people said that and saw that potential, maybe we should take it up.
A hideaway isn't just a place. It's an invitation to step off-grid, disconnect from the bustle of the city, and unload one's burden for a while. At Besua Hideaway, nature does most of the work. Surrounded by greenery, life slows down, the world is simpler, and the most important decision of the day is whether to take a nap or stroll among the trees.
The design is not totally Kayan design, but we are trying to bring the Kayan idea into the design, into the place to introduce to the people who want to come and see how Kayans are like in Bidayuh Kampung.
The name Besua holds special meaning for Suzie and her family. It was the farmland at their original longhouse before the Bakun Dam.
They miss the land, they miss their farm, but now they have maybe a smaller version of the farmland that they used to enjoy.
The garden outside brims with fruit-bearing trees, plants and ferns that Suzie uses in her cooking.
Welcome to Besua Hideaway. On my right, down the slope, is our campsite. We have 2 bamboo platforms for you to pitch your tent. There are barbecue pits, a great place to have your own fun and adventure. Now on my left, as you go down the slope here, we have prepared a beautiful house for you to sleep in and to cook.
We were treated to an exquisite feast of Kayan food, home-cooked and homegrown by Suzie. But first, there is work to do. Guests are encouraged to get their hands dirty and gather paku-pakis or whatever produce the nearby forest is willing to share. Food is tastier when enjoyed with company and when it is earned, when we know where it comes from. More Kayan food at Besua Hideaway after the break. Tucked among Among the towering trees of Kampung Kajuh Barie Kuhas, the Besua Hideaway is a sanctuary for urban dwellers. Carved out from Peter and Suzie's own forest land, it offers guests a place to slow down and reconnect with nature. Besua Hideaway does not have marble floors or breakfast buffets. Instead, the guest house is shaped by Suzie Ukong's Kayan heritage. Kayan women embody their history, quite literally. From their elongated earlobes and tattooed bodies to the food they eat, women like Suzie's mother are living archives of the Kayan spirit and way of life. She's also one of the few people left who knows how to make authentic tilo, one of the Kayan's most iconic dishes.
Our traditional dish, tegu flour mixed with any meats that you like to mix with, but you must know how to mix them and put inside the leaf and then barbecue them in order to cook them.
And just when guests are about to doze off from a food-induced coma, Suzie casually whips up a quick golden shallot, coriander and garlic drizzle to top off another unexpected showstopper. These are crayfish, also known locally as freshwater lobsters. Originally found in a nearby stream, the family worried about overfishing them and decided to experiment with farming. And it worked. Now they have a sustainable system in place. Crayfish are smaller than marine lobsters but larger than prawns with firm and juicy flesh.
Inilah dia udang karang air tawar berempah daun ketumbar.
There's more to just unwinding and immersing in the tranquility of Besua Hideaway. Here, guests can refuel their spirits and stomachs with a gastronomic journey served up by Suzie from time-honored classics to new-found flavors. Great food isn't just found in the kitchen. Sometimes it comes perfectly seasoned, dangling ripe and ready on the trees, if you know where to look. But look with caution, because the king of fruits announces itself with a pungent scent and a thorny presence. Durian, the pride of Serian, makes its grand entrance around December. Peter's neighbors, Clifton and Rohaini, are its frequent hosts during this time of the year. Their farm is just a 6-minute drive away from Besua Hideaway. And we have arrived at our destination.
When I first tried durian, I hated it. I couldn't stand the smell. I couldn't understand how someone could smell it and then pick it up and put it in their mouth. To me, that was, it just made me... Then I tried another one and, it's okay. Then I tried another one and now I just love it. I just love durian. I can see why people call it the king of the fruits. My name's Clifton Hunt. I'm originally from the UK. I'm married to a local Sarawakian, and we're living here near Serian. And we've been here now about 4 years. We were originally in UK for about 30 years.
Like many who were displaced during the COVID-19 pandemic, Rohaini moved back to Sarawak alone, leaving her husband in England. But alone in Serian never really means being alone here for long. The locals and village chief were quick to take Rohaini under their wings and cared for her like their own.
The villagers, the ketua kampung, the chief of the village, helped me, bring food, lunch, breakfast and dinner. Early morning, they would say, "Auntie, food for you." Oh my God. But yeah, they were great. They helped me for 1.5 months while I was alone.
I think that's why, for a foreigner, it's so easy to fit in. Everyone's so happy to speak to you, and they like to find out where you're from and what you're doing.
Together, they run their company, Okang Agro Tech Tourism, right here on the farm. They have around 180 durian trees, along with a variety of other tropical fruits.
People can stay here if they like, if they're interested, and especially like during durian season. And if people want to come and work here and stay for free, we're open to that. We're very open, very sort of like easygoing. I mean, during durian season, we always need help, people picking up the durian.
People love it. They come and they can come here and eat, and I open my farm for everybody, and they can eat as much as they can without any payment. If they want to bring home, then they have to pay for the durians.
And when the day's work is done and everyone has had their year's fill of durian, guests can spend the rest of their time roaming among the trees, collecting and tasting local fruits in season, setting up camp under the stars, or spotting birds in the treetops.
You know, you could hear different sound of birds. You could do bird watching in the farm. Recently, three hornbill has been spotted in my farm, mostly during durian season. And then when I open up the pond, rearing tilapia, empurau, keli, and sepat, the heron, you know, the white bangau, the heron, the white heron, 4 of them coming over. And so if you want to see wildlife, you can come to the farm and enjoy it.
Serian is changing, slowly and quietly. Strangers come and go, while others, for reasons they can't quite explain, feel the call of home here. They take root in farmhouses, eat from the land as the locals do, and share cultural practices and food among neighbors, friends, and strangers alike. And when the day winds down, you can always find the lingering warmth of its people in the company you're in, and a barbecue that's always loaded with whatever's fresh. In the next episode, we'll pay a visit to an eco-adventure park, hopefully catch some edible fish, and see if glamping is Serian's latest take on modern tourism. Stay tuned.